Hello, Earth Signs, and welcome to Divine Insight Third Party Reading. The three set of cards that we have here are for the collective viewer, yourself, or the cross watcher for the Earth sign. This is your partner's cards, and this is the third party. So let's jump straight in. The first three cards that I'm seeing for the collective viewer, the first card that came out is a Virgo card. It's the Hermit card, which is clearly a Earth sign, and it says that someone is in introspection. So they are up in their head. And they are trying to eliminate any external distractions whatsoever. And they are trying to look deep inside themselves to get a better understanding or a deeper understanding of what's going on with them personally, what their desires are, what their wants are, and what their path forward should be. So when a person is in introspection, they're deep in thought. Their focus is on finances. So you collective could be really focused on finances and you're trying to think about ways to make more money. You are going through a period of disagreement, or you may have been in a period of disagreement, which is what drove you to go into introspection, and you're ready to move past the conflict. So you might be thinking about cutting your losses in a situation that you're in with your current partner, because you don't find it to be satisfying. You might feel like somebody feels like they're trying to control you and you can't be yourself in this situation. And it's causing a lot of insecurities because they might be holding a mirror to your face, just telling you about yourself, being disrespectful, being rude, or either they're constantly being combative. And it might be because they want you to make a decision or they want you to show them more attention or whatever, but it doesn't seem like emotionally you are in that space. And that person may have fed into that. At one point, you might have wanted to be in that space. Not saying you're not guilty, but the conflict and the relationship might have become burdensome. And you feel like somebody's trying to control you, or either you may be out of control and that person is like, hold on, you need to get yourself together. And you're like, well, I don't even want to be in this situation no more. So let me think about it. Okay, that's not saying you don't care about the person, but that's just high level of the different avenues they could take. For your partner, they feel heartbroken. They're having emotional pain. They feel like there's been an unpleasant outcome in this relationship at this time. And they feel like whatever they've invested in, it didn't have the outcome that they expected to have. And please bear with me because I am sick, so my voice is completely gone. There are some emotional issues here and possibly some disillusionment in love. This person may have gotten into a relationship with you when you weren't ready, or you may have gotten in a relationship with them when they weren't ready. And it forced them to commit when they really never did want it. And you or them may be asking for things out of the partner that they're not ready to give emotionally. Or this could have been a connection where y'all seriously were just supposed to be friends or cut buddies, and y'all took it the extra mile. And now someone's trying to be controlling and say, I want this and you need to do this, or I'm out the door. And there may be emotions tied to each other because y'all may have been to each other for a while. So y'all care about each other, but there's not true love there. Y'all may just be going through the motions. But I will need to get more cards to collect that. And I will definitely do that. But again, your partner is upset, up in their head, frustrated. Your partner could be a Libra, or your partner, somebody in the connection, you get an Aquarius card came out, or a Libra, but the partner is starting to awaken to the realization of where this relationship stands, and they want a transformation, right? They are in a place where I need to make a decision that aligns with my higher purpose. Do I really need to be in this connection? And I feel like both of y'all are in that same headspace. And they're trying to make a decision. Yes, I need to stay in this connection because it benefits me. How? Or no, I don't. I need to get out of this connection because it's stressing me out and it's becoming burdensome. And so this person too, y'all are kind of mirroring each other because y'all both are in contemplation and self-evaluation. And there are some relationships, this does not apply for everybody, where they are feeling like this current connection that they are in with you, or you may be feeling like this current connection is not where they need to be, but you're afraid of losing whatever you guys may have together or have worked for or have built, or you may be afraid of what other people may say. So you're staying in the connection or putting on a show for other people because other people may think you got the perfect relationship and you don't. So that's where the main parties are. The third party, the signs that I'm seeing is Capricorn, Leo, Cancer. Like I said, it could be a Libra or Aquarius. This person is focused on their financial stability. They're focused on their money. This third party is one track mind. I'm trying to have abundance. And apparently the next card that came out was the Five of Wands. There was a period of turbulence in this connection with your partner. And so I'm feeling like the third party said, screw you until you get your stuff together. I want to be with you, and I want us to rise together and grow together. But until you decide what you want to do and get yourself together, I'm going to focus on my money. That's my priority. I'm not prioritizing you anymore. Because there may have been, Five of Wands talks about competition, whether it's competition at work or competition, in a relationship. And third party don't always have to be a person. It could be someone putting something else like work or something in front of them, friends or whatever. But there's a sign of competition. So this tells me that the third party must have found out about the primary person. So that means the partner must have lied to them. And it caused turbulence in their relationship with the partner, between the third party and the partner. And the third party said, nah, I'm going to put my money here. So this gives me mature person. I want to be with you. I care about you, but you got too much going on. Get your shit together. Make a decision on what you're going to do. I'm going to focus on saving my money and making my money. Ultimately, this person does want a celebration, though. They want to nourish this relationship. And your person probably knows that, but your person is probably like, I don't know what this person is going to do. So I need to make a decision if I'm going to stay in my current connection or move forward towards this person. So let's get some more cards. Spirits, let's break down the relationship between the primary viewer that's currently watching this video, whether that is an actual earth sign or cross watcher, and their partner. What cards do you have for them? Let's see what you got here. So someone in this connection still has a desire to grow this commitment. I'm assuming that that's your partner. Earth sign, you don't seem to really, even though that's a Virgo card and a Capricorn card, those are earth signs. Like you may at one point wanted to try to grow this connection. You want it because of what the person is for you, or what you may be for the person, or what y'all started to build together, or the friendship that y'all have. You may have wanted to try to see this connection through. And you wanted it to be an evolving love journey, and you wanted to grow in this commitment. You because you felt like this commitment was stable. You felt like the commitment provided a level of security, and the person was loyal to you. A lot of acts of service, right? But I don't think the relationship is necessarily working out. I don't think you're happy. Like, you got love for the person, and y'all have love for each other. Let's see, Spirit. What else? Yeah. I don't know if with the unpleasant outcome, I don't think y'all are really happy together. Y'all wanted that, and I feel like it was kind of forced from one partner to the other. I feel like somebody must have got in this relationship and was like, all right, let's take it one day at a time. Let's see where it goes. And one person was like giving more and more and more to the connection, and which made the other person kind of fall in line with the connection, and it became comfortable. I'm kind of seeing that to be a common theme this season across all signs. And that person that really never had intentions of being in a relationship, necessarily wasn't ready for commitment, end up falling into one prematurely. And now I think Virgo or Capricorn or Taurus, which are the earth signs, y'all are in a place of, I'm up in my head. I'm trying to focus on my pentacles, my money, make the appropriate financial moves, because my instinct is telling me to keep my moves to myself, because I might need to move out of this connection. Because you kind of feel like you're being forced to give to a connection that you're not emotionally attached to from a love perspective, you're kind of just going through the motions because it's comfortable, and you don't want to hurt this person. So you're like, I'm being nudged to move forward, but I'm going to keep it to myself right now because I want to honor the bond. And I'm not sure if I should just turn my back and walk away. Maybe things can get better, but right now I'm miserable. What else about the bond between the earth sign and their partner? Spirit, do you want us to know? You're concerned about, 2 cards came out. Let's see what we got. It seems to me that if you disconnect from this connection, you have a concern about a disruption in your finances. So that's why your focus is on your finances, because you want to make sure that if you do walk away from this connection, you'll have some financial stability. You won't be lacking, you won't be stressed out, and you'll be able to maintain yourself. You won't be in a beggar's mentality, meaning that if you go into another connection, you won't be looking for that other partner to create financial stability for you, and you be codependent or be codependent on them, or be dependent on them for anything. You are in your head about coming forward and having the hard conversation with your partner about how you feel and how the connection, how this person has been good to you, but you don't know if this is your overall wish fulfillment. You're afraid to have that conversation, but you know that you need to have that conversation. You know that you need to be open and honest and candid, because it's weighing on you more the more you hold it in. And you don't want to disrupt their heart. You don't want to disrupt their livelihood either. You don't want to break their heart. You don't want that guilt on you. But the realization is you're not happy in this connection, Earth sign, with one of these partners. Okay. Let's move over to the partner. The partner and Earth sign. I don't think you're the one that's happy, and the other person wants you to stay. So let's go to the third party and your partner, or whatever, or you may have the third party. Let's see how this goes. What's the connection with the third party and the person they're dealing with? So this is an Empress card, but you could be seen as the Emperor. You see this person as a nurturer. You see the ability to use your imagination, have a wild imagination with this partner, have fun with this partner, enjoy this partner. I feel like you really, really like this partner, this third party partner here, from whomever is having it, whether that's your partner that has a third party or you flip the roles where they may apply. You see the ability to have material gain with this person. So I think you've noticed that, like, this person is also working on their pentacles and you're working on their pentacles. Not saying that your current partner is not financially stable, but you do see that in this connection, you may also still have the ability to have financial security. So be careful, because cross watchers or whoever, this person may get out of this connection, and even though they're working on their finances, they might not necessarily be on their feet. And they may come to you because you're financially stable, and they may propose y'all living together, or propose building together and having abundance together right off, and it may scare you a little bit. Because they're afraid of being in poverty. They're afraid of having a beggar's mindset. And they see you as a free forgiver. They see you as someone that will actively come in and give to the connection freely, right? And that could allow you guys to grow together. So they see you as a partner that they want to build with, Spirit. What else do you have for this connection with the third party? And this kind of reminds me of the fire side reading, where, because your person might have been a fire sign that you're actively with, Earth sign. You might be in a relationship with a fire sign. And I think what fire signs are Aries, Leos, and Sag. And one of those parties may be the one that was given more to the connection with you, or vice versa. And you're not really happy in the connection, and both of y'all already know that y'all need to get up out of it. Go check that reading out, because that was very similar. There is the Five of Cups card did come out, and it says sorrow and distress. And I feel like that is being driven by this person found out that you had either were already in another connection or had a third party on the other end. So your third party found out about your person or whatever else you were doing, Earth signs, and it broke their heart. You may have start holding back from this connection because things started to come out. And then also you may be sad because you feel like your third party is holding back from you, and you feel abandoned by them, or you feel like regrets because they found out the truth or part of the truth. And because of that, they've redirected their focus to their finances. And so you feel like, damn, is this going to be a missed opportunity? Is this person going to leave me hanging? What else do you have on this connection, Spirit? Because I don't think you want to miss out on this opportunity with this person, but I don't think you being honest with everybody about how you feel. It looks like someone is learning from their mistakes. you're like, while you're, I think that's you, Earth sign, while you're in introspection, I think that you're thinking about everything that you may have done to bring disarray to this entire connection, and you're learning from your mistakes. And I think that that's why your focus is on your pentacles, because you're like, yo, if I come towards this person, I got to be on my A game. They're not going to accept crumbs from me, which is why they redirected their attention to their finances and careers. And I think that your last situation was so comfortable that you know that this new person isn't going to rock with that. And you want to come in as the Emperor. Even though this is the Emperor's card, I know that if the roles were flipped, that's the Emperor. You want to come as the Emperor. You also you are coming in as the Knight of Pentacles up here, which means that you're trying to be on top of your game financially. Which means that your focus is on that. You're trying to, before you get to them fully and commit, you want to make sure you A-game so you could be the true leader. Because maybe you may not have felt like you were the leader in this relationship. And your partner was trying to take control of the relationship and wouldn't let you lead fully. Like maybe in public, they may have seemed like that. But in the background, they were pulling your heartstrings. They had you by the balls. Or vice versa. And so you don't want to go on another connection feeling like you don't have a ground to stand on. You want to be a true masculine. You want to be that king. You want to be that king of wands, spirit. Oops. Yeah, Seven of Swords. So there was lies and deceptions. That Aquarius card came out. Your person, your third party might have been Aquarius. Go check that fire reading out. This kind of correlates. There was lies and deception and unable effort. So you may have been gaslighting or love bombing this third party. And this third party said, the hell with you. I'm going to focus on my money. And if it works out with us, it works out. If not, but I'm not about to sit up here and chase you. They are livid that this plan failed between the two of you, but they identified some deception in you and they took a step back. And it was not easy for them to do. Anything else for this connection, spirit? Yeah, they want joy and happiness. There's a really deep connection. This card fell out, so I'm gonna leave it out. There's a really deep connection. Your person may be a Pisces or Cancer. They want to explore this emotional connection with you, Earth sign, because they see this as a new love. They are very vulnerable when it comes to you. And they want joy and happiness. They're awaiting messages from you. So y'all might not be talking, which will fall back to the no contact card. So this may be the person you're not in contact with. And it's saying that there's going to be some major changes underway, a transformation. And I'm going to put that in the center. Yeah. So someone's going to come in eventually. That's a water sign card. This is a feminine energy. And it's saying that someone's going to telling someone to tap into their instinct and inner wisdom and show compassion. So just even though this is a feminine card, everybody has feminine and masculine energy. So it may be saying, Earth sign, if you're a masculine, you may need to tap into your emotions and be logical in your approach with your third party if this is the person that you want to be with. And same thing with your current partner, because you need to open up and align with your emotions and say, I need to have this heart-to-heart conversation and tell he or she where I stand. And then I need to go over here and tell my third party the honest truth and where I stand. So what ultimately is the outcome for the relationship with your current partner, Earth sign? What's the outcome, spirit? What's the outcome? Is the card okay? He might want me to switch cards because he ain't throwing me nothing right now. What's the outcome if I get the cards out of the box? What's the outcome, spirit, with the Earth sign and their current partner? What's the overall outcome? This is a karmic relationship, and it was providing stability and security. Yeah. What's the outcome of it? It says someone wants to release the past and move on to the next phase of life. Like, I think you was trying to work it out, and trying to be in your head to work this relationship out with your person, and that's what your partner wanted more than anything. And you've tried to rebuild and repair this relationship over time, but there was someone self-sabotaged this connection. It was definitely a karmic connection, where someone was being triggered. There was a lot of resentments here, and ultimately someone is ready to let go and release the past. They want to move away from this relationship. Spirit, did I interpret that correctly before we move forward? Let me see if I need to get more cards on this one. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. Yeah, Spirit is saying, think it over. You're in your head, you're thinking it over. Oh, I don't need any more cards. So yeah, I don't think this relationship is gonna last with the current partner. Yeah, it's not gonna last with the current partner. You're gonna come through confusion, but there's gonna be a new beginning elsewhere. But y'all gonna have like a back and forth period, and you might be in that back and forth period now. But you need to speak the truth. And if someone, and the only way this relationship would work is if both parties set clear boundaries. But I believe that somebody is the partner might be trying to set clear boundaries, and is pushing the earth side in the way, because the earth side is feeling like this person is being controlling. And that's because that y'all had an understanding when y'all entered this, because your partner already knew that you weren't ready when you entered it. And now it's kind of like you're trying to force me to get into a headspace that I'm not in. Yes, this relationship brought a lot of stability and security and comfort. And I have some resentments for moving and rushing into this connection with you, because I knew I wasn't ready when it happened. I want to let this go. I want to release the past. We could be friends. I'll never forget you. But I think, we tried to repair this, and it's just too much sabotage going on here. So let's talk about the connection of the earth sign with the third party. What's the outcome of that connection? Or your partner with the third party? Yeah. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation struck by love. They want this connection. They are in love with each other, or they really love each other. It's a growing commitment. They want to give their relationship a try. But I feel like the third party is like, I'm not doing a damn thing with you until you fix this. And I think that the third party found out some stuff. Yep, found out some shocking news, and put a halt on this relationship. But this relationship is going to have a transformation. And I think that somebody in this relationship is going to have a surprise epiphany that this is where I want to be, ultimately. And they're going to try to step out on faith and reconcile this connection. Oops, I'm dropping stuff, please. Yeah, they're going to try to come in lighthearted and heal this connection with the third party. Once they go through that surprise epiphany. Because right now, I think that, the other two parties are very much confused and in their head and afraid to walk away, to disrupt their stability, but they're not happy together. And I think that after that happens, because the third party step back and just focus on themselves, I think that whether the third party is with you, the earth sign, or the partner, they're going to end up coming forward and try to rekindle this when they get back on their feet. Yeah, they have someone in this connection, which I'm thinking is the earth sign or your partner. Y'all have a fear of abandonment, and you don't want to lose this person. When this person took a back seat to you or your partner, the partner or you felt like, this person is abandoning me. They're trying to leave me. They're trying to walk away. That's not what I want. And ultimately, you are going to chase them. You're not going to let them go. Not until you're able to see if that connection has a true opportunity. You're not going to let it go. I don't care what happened. Yeah. You want to set a date. You want to become single again, and you want to set a date, and you want to pursue them. And you want to heal the heartbreak that you caused. Any toxicity that you might have potentially brought in, emotional abuse, anything, you want to resolve that with this person. Your heart is with your third party, or their heart is with the third party. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Please go back and look at that fire sign reading. I feel like somebody in this connection may be a fire sign, and that's not for everybody. Yeah. And whoever it is, whether that's you, earth sign, or your person, is going to set up time to meet up and talk to this third party, to try to smooth things over with them and let them know, hey, I love you, or I want to pursue this connection, and I'm trying to be patient with me because I'm trying to figure out my current circumstances so that I'm not coming off as a burden to you. But I really want us to have a new start. Anything else? Yeah, he's coming in. He or she is coming in to bring clarity and truth. They want to honor and protect this connection. It's too strong of a bond for them to miss out on that connection. And they're going to come in being playful, but they want to bring joy and happiness to their other partner. And they're going to have a new phase and a honeymoon phase. So yeah, please go check out that fire sign reading. If you want a personal reading, inbox me. I have free yes or no's right now up until Sunday. 3 questions for $15. For a end up love or finance and career reading, that's $50. If you could give me 24 hours to respond to emergency readings, that's $150. And if you need a same day emergency reading, that is $300. Please like, share, subscribe. Talk to you later.